Yo, man, what up, y'all? Good morning. It is Friday, TGI, to everybody that is either headed to work on this Friday or going to pretty much check out this video after work, right? Now, I was looking at some of my recent data, and I noticed that when I post videos explaining different information and accounts on the credit report, people seem to really gravitate towards those videos. So I'm going to be talking about high balances versus original balance, right? So your high balance versus your original balance is pretty much the same thing. It's pretty much one. Either the highest balance that you currently have versus the highest balance that you previously owed, right? So it's going to be one of the two. So when you're looking at the high balance on your credit report, that means that can be something that happened in the past, or it could be something that you currently owe right now, which involves your utilization, right? So when we're looking at the utilization, we're looking at 30% or below. We always want to be 30% or below that number. So if your credit limit is $500 and your high balance is $500, a lot of times that's how people not only max out their credit cards, but they actually end up owing way more, because once you max out and you get charged the interest on their balance, if you don't pay it before your statement date, you're going to get charged interest on that amount that you owe. So now you didn't went past your actual credit limit. So now your balance on your credit reports are going to say $500 or five something or six something or whatever the case may be, right? And that does not include late fees or anything of that nature. So when you're looking at the high balance, right, you want to make sure that you are mindful of this information, mindful of this number. You also want to make sure that this information is correct on your credit report. You want to make sure this information is correct on your credit report, because if you owe a zero balance and you have for a while, and it says on your credit report that you owe $700, you want to make sure that that information is updated. Right? You want to make sure that information is updated. So if you're looking at the credit report and you think your high balance versus your original balance is different, it can be different now because your highest balance may have been 500 and now you currently owe zero. So your balance is different now. But when you're looking at that credit report and you're looking at the highest balance, that is the biggest amount that you have currently owed with that credit card. Now, if that number is high, do you want to pay attention and you want to make sure you're saying to yourself, hey, if I need to monitor my spending, then that's what I'll do, simply because I don't like that this number is so high, right? So just pay attention to it. Be mindful. I always explain to you guys in all of my videos to just be responsible when dealing with your credit. You hear so many people talk about credit. You know, get credit. You can get this. You can get funding. But at the end of the day, you must be responsible when you are borrowing money, when you are applying for new credit cards, loans, bank account, business loans, anything. You want to just be very responsible with these particular things, and make sure you guys are paying attention, checking your credit reports. And I'm going to make sure that I'm going to start actually explaining different things on the credit report so you guys, and breaking it completely down. I'm going to share the screen so you guys can really understand exactly what's going on and how to read and understand your credit report. Peace out.